Okay, sweetheart, so you remember my New Year's resolution? I know it's been a while since the new year, and I kind of failed my resolution already, but I figured I'd give it another shot. I know you suggested my resolution should be to chill out and respect your boundaries more and stop doing things like tracking your phone, but come on, we both know that's not really realistic. You know how I am. I just love you so much. Maybe too much. I know I have a really weird way of expressing that love. Some would say it's unhealthy. Not to my face, obviously, since they're scared, but I know how some people talk. Behind closed doors. When they think I'm not listening. But anyway, this isn't about them. This is about us, sweetie. I think my love for you is mostly healthy. Probably. Except in just one itsy-bitsy little way. Financially. I kind of spend a lot of money on you, and it's nice. But I don't think it's healthy in the long term. Which is why I have my budget written down here. Take a look. I was hoping to get some outside advice from you here and see if you could help me balance my budget. I know you're not like a professional financial advisor or anything, but well, you're really the only person I can turn to here because I'm sure anyone else would just turn me over to the police. I mean, look at this budget. I spent $300 on rope this month. That's kind of sketchy, right? And I'm not even the leader of a Girl Scouts or anything like that, so I can't use that as an excuse. Now, I know you might think, sweetie, why do you need $300 of rope? That is an excessive amount of rope, why would anyone need that much? But hear me out. So, originally, I ordered some rope online, but then when I got it, it really wasn't up to my standards. It was honestly just too easy to get out of. It would never work for tying you up. Not that I would need to do that, because you would never leave me, because you love me. You do love me, right? That's what you told me many times before. Like, remember when I first confessed to you, and you told me that you loved me too? And that you wouldn't press stalking charges? That was so romantic. Granted, a lawyer would probably argue that your response didn't count because you were intimidated and under duress, but honestly, that's not important. Things like lawyers and laws aren't important. What's important is just the two of us, sweetie. What's important is our relationship, and that we love each other. And I love you. I definitely love you. I love you so much that I want to know everything about you. I even hired a team of scientists to analyze your DNA. That was pretty expensive, actually. That's another expense I'll have to think about. I really need to balance my budget. But anyway, the point is that I love you and you love me too. So it's all good. Now where was I? Something about fluoroantimonic acid? No, I was talking about why I spent so much on rope. Anyway, the short version is that I kept trying new rope and the quality was always just too bad. Until I finally found new rope that I was satisfied with. And that's why I spent $400 on rope this month. Did I say $300 before? Sorry, I meant $400. But yeah, so you get the idea. I'm kind of a spendthrift when it comes to you, so I was hoping you could help me balance my budget. Judging by the appalled look on your face, it looks like you're done reading it. So what do you think? Is there any area where I could cut my expenses? What? No, sweetie, I can't cut that. I need to keep on renting that warehouse. That's where I keep all the wax replicas of you. There just isn't enough space in the basement for them. And you know, when I get a replica of you, it's really hard to choose just one pose, so I can't have just one. And then there's the expression, too. There's just so much thought that goes into the details of every last one, so it's really hard to choose just one replica to have. Or two. Or 50. But the point is that those replicas are very important to me, and the warehouse is really the only place for them. And it's not like they're just gathering dust. I do make regular visits every once in a while, just to admire the craftsmanship. Anyway, I really can't cut that, sweetie, so maybe try seeing if there's anything else I can cut from my budget? Yeah, I can explain the $1,200 on voice synthesis. So, do you know what a Vocaloid is? It's basically this software that lets you have some synthetic voice, and people use the software to make songs with that voice. So I was kind of funding this project where it's like that, but with your voice. Because I really like your voice. It's so sweet to my ears, and I can just never get tired of listening to it. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I don't want to listen to any music unless you're the one singing it. But I don't want to bother you having you sing for me, obviously, so the synthetic voice project is a good way around that. But think about it logically. Is this really even an expense? It's more like an investment, don't you think? You're so precious, and by extension your voice is so precious too. So think about how much I could license the software out for. I'm sure everyone would love it. I don't know if I will though. I do get really jealous when other people listen to you, and it makes me want to violently remove their ability to hear. But that's okay. The software can just be for the two of us. I don't know. We'll see. But at the end of the day, I really can't cut that expense out. It is absolutely vital that I spend money on that. So see if there's anything else in the budget that catches your eye. Oh, but I can't cut that out either. And it's only like $50 a month. That's practically nothing. I know that's about 300 gigabytes of storage space a month, but I promise you I need all of those jump drives. Listen, I have so many pictures of you. And also videos. But that's okay. Most of them are in the web media files format, so the file size is actually pretty small. It's really efficient. So it's not a problem. I'm not being wasteful with my money. They're much smaller than GIFs and slightly smaller than MP4s. Also, I always thought that WebM stood for web movie, but apparently not. The more you know. I also have lots of MP3 files of you too. Mostly of the sounds you make when you're sleeping. You sound very cute when you're sleeping, by the way. Would you like to listen? I've recorded you sleeping on 1024 different nights, so maybe just pick a number between 1 and 1024 and I can show you that file. Or if you don't want to do it randomly, I highly recommend files number 72, 456, and 981. Those three are my favourites. 672 is a close runner-up though. It's really hard to decide though. But yeah, I really can't cut that from my budget. Okay, listen. I know it sounds silly, but hear me out. The reverse kidnapping insurance is too important to stop paying. I'm sure you're probably wondering what the heck reverse kidnapping insurance actually is. Okay, so to give you context, when a person goes to a country or area where kidnappings for ransom are common, they might buy kidnapping insurance. That way, in the event that they are kidnapped, the insurance will negotiate and pay the ransom. Theoretically. Wait. If you're kidnapped and the insurance doesn't rescue you, then you wouldn't exactly be able to take legal action when you're being held captive somewhere. Although I guess they do have the reputation to uphold if they want more customers. Anyway, so then the reverse kidnap insurance is kind of like the opposite of that. Since I kidnapped you a while ago, if you ever escape, the insurance covers the cost and task of retrieving you. I guess it's not exactly the opposite of kidnap insurance since I'm not ransoming you though. I mean, I would never sell you. You are mine to keep forever. Besides, you're here willingly. You'd never try to escape from me. But I mean, if you did, that's what the insurance is for. Anyway, that's like the number one thing I have to make sure to keep paying, so there's no way I'm getting rid of that. Aw, sweetie. I know the cameras are expensive, but I have to have those too. Not just to record you. They're mostly to record you though. By the way, you always look so great. No matter the angle, no matter the lighting, no matter the video resolution. You always look so wonderful, sweetheart. Even with bedhead or bags under your eyes. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh right, the cameras. Yes, I need to keep those, darling. I already told you I have thousands of gigabytes of content worth of you. Obviously I have to get those videos from somewhere. But it's not just that. I have to record the surroundings too. You know, like around the house, outside the surrounding buildings, inside them too. I have to make sure no one is hopping the fence or the barbed wire to get to you. I don't want someone to steal you away from me. I have to keep you safe. It's a dangerous world out there. Not everyone out there is as kind as me. You wouldn't believe the things my cameras have picked up. Like the mayor's affair. Wait, that's it? I don't have to cut my expenses. I just have to make more money. All I have to do is blackmail the mayor. Oh, sweetheart. Thank you for helping me realize it. You're always such a big help. I love you. I think you deserve a reward. Good thing I should be able to afford to spoil you now.